Paul Babacid, that was an incredible knock on what looked like a tough track at times.
No, delighted to obviously score the runs and get what was more than competitive score. Going through the innings, we didn't really know what was a good score because at times we found it pretty easy, and then at other times we really struggled. So we were just chatting in the middle about what a good score would be, and it probably was in and around what we got in the end. And we sort of put it on the bowlers to what we learnt from batting, and they seemed to do that.
There were a couple of balls early in the innings for yourself, and I think Nick Gubbins got off the mark with one that came off the glove, didn't he? Popped on him a little bit. Did you make a decision early on that actually I'm going to need to be even more positive, a little more positive to take control of this?
I wouldn't say a decision that I sort of made on the spur of the moment. It was more usually when you come here and the new ball sort of skids on generally, and then as the new ball the shine goes off it gets harder. So usually it's always good to show a bit of intent up front and get a few away, because you know it's going to get a little bit trickier going on. So I sort of made an effort to do that, and then after that period where it was slightly easier, when it started getting tougher, it was just important to try and stay there as well, especially with Darren Stevens just landing them on a good spot. Was tricky enough.
I was going to say, it's a Kent bowling lineup that's hit the ground running this year with Henry, Claydon, Stevens, so it was quite an attack that you did it against as well.
Yeah, I suppose it is a little bit different with the white ball, but we saw that in the scores, and certainly that they've been taking up wickets for fun in the championship. So no, obviously delighted. They're a good team and a good attack, so it was nice to come out with a win first and foremost and get a few runs against them. It
was a real standout performance in this match, in that innings for Middlesex as well. Was it one of your best?
Yeah, I love playing here. I've played a lot of matches here in the past, so it's kind of nice to come back what feels like home and go out and show what you can do, really.
It was a better way to put it. Are there many better in your minds than that one? Because it was chanceless as well for the 125, wasn't it?
Was it? Yeah, it might have been actually. Yeah, I don't really think about it too much like that. It's just another good day, and to come off sitting here with a win and lads sharing a Budweiser is quite a nice feeling.
There was pressure on as well because of the defeat the other day. It's 2 home wins, 2 home games to start, then to go 3 away. It was a win Middlesex really needed.
Yeah, no, we did. We didn't do ourselves justice the other day. It was a pretty poor performance, but it always shows the strength of character to come back and win games like this. But I think in the past few years we really have been a 50-50 team. We've won one, lost one, and it's continued generally. And you probably just need to up that percentage to be getting into the quarters and into the later stages of the tournament. So that's our plan, especially going away with the away trip next week.
You've got nearly an entire week on a bus now. Cardiff, Brighton, and then Taunton. They're big 3 games. Talk about being a 50-50 side. If you can get on a bit of a run in these 3 games, then Middlesex put themselves in a strong position. Absolutely. That's easier said than done, of course, because it is a tough week.
Absolutely. We'll obviously be going in looking to win all games, but certainly a 2-1 in our favour. I think it would put us in a strong position going into the back end of the group stages. So we're happy with the performance today, and then we'll try and go on from that.
Feels like a strong side. Have you played them any stronger for Middlesex? I mean, the top 6, missing Maller as well, yeah. But still able to put that top 6 out.
Yeah, no, we always have strength and depth at Middlesex, because we know there's so many cricketers go off on international duty, and you know that you have to have that. So obviously Milan's away in the England squad at the minute, but it's just nice to do what you've been asked to do, and we put the runs on the board today. Like we didn't quite do that the other day, so that was positive from our point of view.
In terms of being asked to do what you've been asked to do, how do you turn Middlesex from a 50-50 side into being, I don't know what, a 70-30 side?
Very good question. I think it's all facets of the game that we've got to get better at. Even today, with a fairly comfortable win, we know there's stuff to improve on. In the batting, we were in positions to go and get 350 and beyond. Okay, the deck might have not have suited and said that should be the total, but it's certainly areas that we can improve on. Maybe rotating the strike or coming through the last 10 in better nick with the run rate, and even in the bowling. There's just a little bit of work here and there to do, but it's a massive improvement from the other day. So if we can continue to improve like that going into the next week, I think that's where we're going to see the more wins than losses.